Right, so I'm going to start off with the things that took the longest. I did this Martha Stewart style. We borrowed some cups from the kitchen in here in the community center. But you have fried rice usually happens really fast. I always like to use day-old rice. Pre-cut your vegetables. Have everything ready to go because you only have half a second to add stuff in. Right? The thing that you don't want to do with fried rice is turn your heat down because you're moving too slow. So you want to get to a place where you're feeling confident. Okay? I'm just going to do a little bit of veggies. This is lapsung, like small bags, and then special to it, and it's either like bacon. And then there's quite a bit of seasoning in the sausage. I'm going to save my seasoning for the very end. The soy sauce, salt, and sugar. MSG, a little bit, doesn't hurt. You don't want to use, if you don't, my mom is very anti-MSG, so she'll use things like shiitake powder, serves the same purpose. I like my veggies kind of like semi-cooked, a little bit of crunch, not mushy. I'm going to push my veggies all to one side, pull a little bit of oil away from the veggies. Add my egg. Let that get crispy. And I'm going to cook my egg all the way. Because my egg, once again, is what? Acting as a sponge. Thank you. Right, as the egg cooks, I want to move the egg around, making sure that's not sticking on the bottom. And my rice is day-old rice, which is great, right? We have rice that you cook from dinner the night before. Don't keep it in the rice cooker. Take it out, put it in the fridge, let it cool down on a flat sheet pan. Right? Dry, cool, non-mushy rice. And then even though the rice is clumpy, the residual juice from everything, the seasoning will break it up, the heat will break it up. This is good late night snack, good breakfast, any time of the day. If you have a bunch of stuff in the fridge you want to get rid of, you know, onions, don't have scallions, celery, carrots. I like to give people recipes that they'll actually use at home. Like you get like filet mignon and like lobster tail, that's not going to happen very often. But you know what you will do is you probably cook fried rice a few times a month. And I also like this recipe because I feel that it's a form of economic empowerment. If you could do things where you could feed a family with all your leftovers, that's a way to save money, that's a way to get nourished. And if you notice, if you follow the steps of this, the rice, there will be individual pieces, there won't be any clumps. And when you're frying rice, you want to hear the sizzle. If you don't hear the sizzle, that means there's too much water and it's going to be mush. Did you hear it? You can use fish sauce or soy sauce. I like to use soy sauce. If you use light soy sauce, you just go a little bit heavier and add extra salt for flavor. I like a little bit of, I just do a little bit extra salt to make it, I like a semi-salty fried rice. Rice, there's a lot of flavor in rice. So a good amount of salt, not too much salt, to kind of bring the flavors out. That was sugar I just added. Alright, I'm just going to cook it until all the rice clumps are gone. If you notice, this whole time we've been cooking, I keep moving everything because you don't want the rice to burn. Right? If you just walk away from it and left it on heat, the rice will burn. You're going to keep it moving. Hopefully I will season it. top boy. You want to try hot boy?
A little bit of QA.
QA.
You know.
Tim. Okay, it's done. Good. I have enough for one serving. Who should I give this to? Should it be a raffle? Let's do a raffle! Let's do a raffle! Give me the red serving!
First bite, first bite.
Okay, raffle.
Yeah.